Hi guys, so here I am starting my little teapot still life. I have my objects sketched out. I also made sure that I actually marked out wherever my highlights are and my shadows. That will make things easier once I start putting in all my dots, okay? So the first thing I kind of need to consider is, all right, well, what color is the teapot overall? And this one is actually a really pale pink. Now a pale pink is going to be slightly darker value than my white paper, right? So first thing I do is put an overall value all over the whole thing, being careful not to go into all my highlights. Now it's very light value still, but it's still definitely there. So putting in some dots all over, pretty separated still. And then watching out for those highlighted areas. Ooh, don't put your hand in it right after you dot it. Okay. Being careful that my dots are nice and even, all right? So there we go, we have an overall value to our teapot. Now what I need to do is start to really look at it very closely and start to see where are the darker areas, where are the medium areas, where are the areas that I can leave just like that. And which areas we already know we need to leave blank. So I kind of like to work sort of either from the right over or like the top over, but it's really kind of up to you. Just starting to work here in the knob so you can kind of see it. I know that I have a shadow underneath here because my light's coming from here. So I'm going to start filling in a few dots right there. And then there's going to be kind of a medium value coming up to the top part. I might just fill in a few more dots. Now I want to be sure that I'm not making an outline of dots all the way around my object. That's not how we do this. I want you to just think of value levels, value shapes, okay? Those edges will be created anyway, so don't worry about that. We don't outline with dots. If you follow the value levels, the shapes will appear. So here we have a really dark shadow and kind of a medium shadow coming up the top, and then the very top of it is pretty light, so we can leave that pretty much like we did. I might put in just a couple more here and there. All right, now moving my way around, this little knob here creates a shadow along here, so this whole area we can darken up. Definitely not to this level as the same as the shadow, but maybe to about this level here. So that's gonna actually be all over. And I have to watch out to stay out of my highlight. So remember to keep these random and nice clean little dots. Take your time. I think I'll keep going all around a little. Looks like a pretty good medium value. I can always go back and add more if it doesn't feel like it's dark enough, okay? So lightening up around the edge here and here. I want that sense of continuous tone even though we're not really doing continuous tone. So definitely darker here. And then it starts to ease up as it goes around, okay? Over here we have barely any. We'll keep that pretty open, just like that. But this little ridge sits a little bit lower here, so we have a bit more shadow along here. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep filling in all my little values. I just go area by area and fix that up. Otherwise, it might be a little bit too overwhelming to try to look at the whole thing. Okay, good luck, guys.